Yo, what is going on, guys? Got another gameplay video for you guys today. This one's gonna be a little bit of a shorter video, just because I didn't get the chance to film a whole match with this, but I thought it was still a good enough game to put up for you guys. So I'm also just testing out. Maybe some people don't want to sit through a whole 30-40 minute best of three, so maybe this just one game might be appealing to some people. But yeah, I'm not planning on putting a bunch of these up, but maybe if they do well, who knows. Anyways, we got purple at the bottom here, featuring Lillithmon and just kind of a lot of option cards, versus a kind of green Ceresmon deck at the top. Ceresmon is super powerful, especially when you're using him to rest your opponent's Digimon with things like Perfect Argomon and Blossomon, who's also in Union Impact. But yeah, guys, if you do enjoy these types of videos, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Digimon content. But anyways, it's going to go to my turn. I'm going to attack with that Impmon and then mill 3 off the top of my deck. Getting some option cards in there, which is awesome. Always want those for Lillithmon. And then going to just put down a Raremon on top. Raremon's really good because his one plate effect lets you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck and add any option card among those to your hand, and then trash the rest of the cards, which is awesome. You always want lots of cards in your trash with purple. So then my opponent's going to put down that Arurumon. We are going back and forth between one memory each. Neither one of us has really given way on that so far. So I'm not really trying to spend a whole lot. I could put down the Raremon, but I do have enough option cards, I think, at least with that Trump Sword, and then potentially getting that Grizzly Wings back with the Lillithmon eventually. So I'm just going to put down that Vilemon. So I got a Gabumon and a Vilemon. He is going to have that Argomon and the Arurumon. He's going to hatch a Minomon and then put down that Goblimon on top. Now, I really don't want Ceresmons to hit the field. I could have Trump Sworded earlier. However, using a 7 cost to get rid of the Argomon might not be the best idea. And now, since Ceresmon is on the field, he will be able to rest my Digimon for his own download effects. So I'm just going to move Vilemon up to the front. And I could Lady Devimon here, or Chimeramon. I probably wouldn't want to Digivolve Chimeramon, but I could Digivolve Lady Devimon. She's really good because she lets you cycle through your deck really quickly, draw 2 cards, and discard 2 whenever she's Digivolved. So I'm going to attack with Raремon, just get more cards in the trash, and then since he is destroyed, I'm going to be able to draw 1 off of the Gabumon Inheritable effect. So I'm going to get an Impmon, which is cool. I have enough of those. And then I'm just going to activate Trump Sword. I really don't want to let him abuse that Ceresmon. Unfortunately, he does get 6 memory, and now he's got 2 Digimon on the field. So let's see what he can do with 6 memory. He's going to Digivolve a Togemon. Togemon's always really good. Togemon's really good because you get to reveal the top 3 and add any level 5 or higher Digimon you reveal to your hand. He's not going to actually get any, and that is just going to put him at 4 memory. With the remaining 4, he does have the ability, since he has multiple targets for maybe a Blossomon and Argomon. We're just going to see an Argomon. He's not actually using... Okay, he is using it to download -3. Oh, no, he is using it for the Ceresmon. That is actually a better play. It allows him to put me at 1 memory. He's kind of memory choking me. So, again, I have to deal with the Ceresmon, even though I just got rid of one. And unfortunately, with only 1 memory, not drawing into any mats, so not going to be able to set up with 3 memory every turn. Probably, I could put down a Lady Devimon here if I wanted to get rid of my blocker, or I could just put down a Raremon on top of the Impmon, and then have maybe an attack for next turn, and then a potential target for the ultimate the turn after. So my opponent's going to draw, and then he's going to put down that Agumon. And he might just be able to get rid of my Vilemon here. If he does attack, I probably won't block. But I think he's just going to be able to use its ability to rest my Vilemon, so I really won't get that ability. Next turn, I do have the option. Hopefully, I'm really trying to get Lillithmon on field, so then that way I can get my option cards back and just set up that way. Fortunately for me, well, maybe unfortunately, I was able to kill his Ceresmon because he ran into the Crescarumon there in the security. and he's just going to put down that blocker and end his turn. So now it's going to go back to me. I'm going to put that Raremon out. I did draw that Necrophobia, so I think there might be maybe a Chimeramon or something I discarded earlier. Regardless, not gonna want to do that because it is a 5 cost, and this way I could just put down Lady Devimon for 3, so it's cheaper, and then I get to draw a bunch more cards. So I'm gonna draw 3 there and discard 2. Gonna discard the Necrophobian because I don't really need it right now, and then that way I can just get it back later with Lillithmon. So now I'm set up for my Lillithmon, got a Trump Sword in hand, so if he does put down another Ceresmon, I'll be able to deal with that. But now we are seeing a Blossomon. Oh, and then Lady Devimon also has a really amazing inherited effect where whenever you do play an option card, and it might have to be a purple option card, but that's what you're playing in this deck, you are able to delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower. So here we see I believe this is the 3rd Ceresmon we're going to see, and then he's going to Digivolve that and then put down the Gargomon as well. So now I could either Trump Sword here or I could Lillithmon. However, if I let the Ceresmon live and just go for Lillithmon, I'll be able to get back a couple more cards from my trash. And even if he does rest the Lillithmon, I'll be able to block it with the Vilemon. Conversely, if he rests the Vilemon, I don't really care because I am at 5 security. So this might have been an option or a scenario where like Trump Sword was the better option. But for one, I didn't want to give him that much memory because he already has 3 Digimon on the field. So he could, like, he's already playing a lot of cheap rookies. He could probably put down like an Arurumon or an Argomon or 2. And I might be like out of luck there. But yeah, I'm just going to put down Lillithmon and get the option cards back to my hand and set up for next turn. So we're going to see Argomon thrown down. And yeah, so I've got a couple Trump Swords in hand. I do want to play the Mimi, but again, since Matt isn't on the field, it's kind of hard to like deal with that memory choking. I do have Matt in hand finally now, but the thing is well, we'll see. Like, I could definitely play the Matt, but again, like, playing it late game kind of sucks. Okay, so I'm going to run into that. Sorry, his Ceresmon is going to run into my Lady Devimon. And unfortunately, Ceresmon is 12,000, so I can't just like attack over it. Purple doesn't really have a lot of DP boosting effects. And then he's just going to put down a Woodmon just in case, you know, because my Tapirmon's going to come out next turn. So that was a good move on his part, going to prevent that from attacking security. And then he's just going to put down that Goblymon. Alright, so I'm going to draw, going to move Tapirmon out. Now, I could... Okay, so here's the problem. Like, I could play the Mat, but I'm going to lose next turn potentially because he'll have 5 Digimon and I only have 1 blocker. So I need to do something where I can get rid of some of his Digimon. So I do have Trump Sword. The unfortunate thing is that Ceresmon is not active, so I'll have to like Trump Sword one of his level 4s. But I do have the Devimon. So I'll be able to attack Ceresmon, which will probably force out his blocker. Like, there's no reason for him not to block. And then now I do have the option to go for Grizzly Wings because Lillithmon gives you the ability where whenever you play an option card, you get to gain 2 memory. So I'm essentially playing this Grizzly Wings for free. So I get the Impmon on field for free. And not only that, Lady Devimon's inheritable effect lets me kill a level 3 Digimon. So I'm going to kill that Goblymon. So now we're down to 3 Digimon on field. And I'm going to attack with the Devimon. He's going to block, of course. And then I'll be able to draw 1, discard 1 from the Demi-Maramon's effect. So now it looks like I'm at least safe from losing this turn. There's a lot of cards in my hand. Going to discard the Raramon. Yeah, so I could play Matt and then I would be fine. I'm going to attack, because if he does try to attack, well, okay, unfortunately I'm going to run into Ceresmon. So Lillithmon is not going to stay on field. It's okay, like, she fulfilled her purpose. But, I mean, that is unfortunate. That's the thing with a lot of these purple Digimon, like the Megas, they're like 11,000. And if you run into something stronger in security, it just kind of sucks. So, attacking with Lillithmon might not have been the best option, especially since I do have a lot of rookies. But I really just wanted to pick at his security because if this game goes on for another turn or two, I'm probably going to lose. So now, if he does have anything, yeah, so I was gonna say, if he has something where he can download -3, my Vilemon's going to die, and with that, I don't have any blockers, so he can just attack over it. Yep, so we're going to see that with the Blossomon. He's going to attack over it, and he's just going to attack security with Ceresmon. So before that, I'm going to resolve my, I believe that's Demi-Meramon's effect, in tandem with Tapirmon, maybe, something. Okay, so then we're going to see finally, Matt, that was very lucky, so got Matt off of security, and I could add back, Devimon is probably the correct choice here, because I could Digivolve, run into a Ceresmon, and he'd only have, he'd only have 2 Digimon left. Yeah, Lillithmon was not the correct choice there. I don't know what I was thinking, but he did have the blocker, so like, he's still, so what I would have had to have done is put out Devimon, and Vilemon, which is possible. I could have Devimon over Tapirmon or something, attacked, force out his blocker, and then put down Vilemon, leave him 1 memory. He'd have 3 Digimon on field, but I'd have 1 blocker. Even then, though, I'd have to, like, yeah, that's the problem, is like he would have been able to force out my block, and then I wouldn't have lost, but I would have had 0 Digimon on field, and then the following turn I probably wouldn't have been able to come back from that. So I think either way, I was kind of like screwed here. But yeah, so I'm just going to put down the Vilemon first. I could put down double Vilemon. That might be an option, but the thing is not getting rid of Ceresmon just gets rid of, like, it gives him the ability to get rid of anything I might have. So I'm going to put down Chimeramon, which is okay. It's going to be able to get rid of his Blossomon, and then I'm going to draw 1 off the Tapirmon. But at this point, he has 3 Digimon in play, and he's going to Digivolve that Rapidmon. I'm giving him a lot of memory to work with, and I only have 2 security. So if he rests my blocker, yeah, I've got Trump Sword and everything, so yeah, he's just going to Flower Cannon me, and that is going to be the end of the game. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about just the single game format. Hopefully you guys enjoy both of these decks. I thought it was a pretty interesting game, good enough to upload at least. But yeah, Ceresmon is just a scary card, very powerful green deck. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching, and look forward to more Digimon content.